Hello, followers. It's time for Dish with D. And today's dish will be eating out. A lot of people on the Weight Watcher boards are asking about eating out. You know, oh my God, you know, I don't fear eating out too much because there's always something you find on the menu these days. I mean, between chicken, especially everything that's on the plan, chicken and fish, there's always a grilled option. Always. And I always say my tips are always I avoid pasta unless I'm in a really good Italian restaurant, and then, oh yeah, I'm all in the pasta, because if it's homemade, I'm getting it. I don't care what the points are, because how often do you get homemade pasta? You don't. You just don't. So, very rare do I go to a place that's good homemade pasta, so it's usually off the docket anyway. I double veg. I'll do a baked potato once in a while. It depends on what I'm eating. If it's not a chain restaurant, it's not on the app, I just kind of you have to give it points. So I try to break it down, you know, to my chicken, how was it prepared. And like I said, if you're starting off with a chicken breast, you're 0 right there. And you double veg, you're 0. So you just have to count whatever it was cooked. You give it a point value. I don't go overkill. I mean, you can tell if it's really sopping in oil. Usually it's not. And feel free to ask your waiter to see if they'll do it drier for you. I always have sauce on the side, salads, dressing on the side, DDP, dip don't pour. That was Hungry Girl's motto, DDP. So I dip don't pour. Use less. I don't get crazy. I mean, appetizers sometimes are the worst thing because a lot of them are fried. I do opt for the seafood options. If you get a shrimp or a mussels are always a good choice. Of course, now mind you, I like them in red sauce because I think it's less points than the garlic, wine, and oil. But I've done it, and really, I mean, I drain it. It's like I'm sucking. I mean, back in the day, I will admit, I would eat the sauce with a spoon because that's how good that mussel sauce is. Now today, I'll tip my mussel, you know, and if it's just infused with it, I don't really feel I'm sucking that much of the broth down. So I don't count it. I'm a rebel. Like I said, I don't feel I'm having that much. I mean, I could give it a couple points, but most times when I'm going out, I usually have 12 to 15 points for the daily left. I don't usually go out with less than 12. I always have some weeklies to use. Like, I had to use weeklies, went to Ruby Tuesdays because my husband wanted to get the Southwest egg rolls. And Southwest egg rolls, I believe for the whole entire was 24 points. So I only had a third of that for 8. I had to take 4 off my weeklies, which, you know what? I did. And it was fine. I had a loss that week, so it's not like I ate there. Oh my God, I gained. No, I had a loss that week. I even remember that. I even eat a Chinese buffet. You will laugh. I do. And it's funny because every time we've eaten at a Chinese buffet, that Tuesday I've lost. So we usually I don't try to go too close to weigh-in day. It's usually a Friday, maybe a Saturday. Usually a Friday night we'll go. My son loves the Chinese buffet. He loves the fake sushi. He's weird. That's a whole other story. So what I do there, my secret is, who knew that they had a salad bar at a Chinese buffet? I never did. Never looked because I was never interested in it. So now I always start off my Chinese buffet meal with a salad. And I try to put very little dressing on it. Sometimes I'll go and I'll put they have this one chicken that doesn't have any coating on it. It's, what do they call it? I want to say Hong Kong chicken or pagoda chicken. I should put a couple pieces of that. I mean, there's probably thigh in there. Not all breast. But I throw a couple pieces of that on top of there. They have hard-boiled eggs on the salad bar. Yeah, I put a couple of them on there. They always have pick and peel shrimp. Granted, they're not clean. So girlfriend sits there, peels them with her napkin, pulls a little vein out. And that takes up time. So while everybody's eating, you're cleaning your shrimp. So that takes up eating time. And I do indulge in a few pieces of the fake sushi because I have the points for it. I do. And I have all the veg that they have there. I have the mushrooms. I have the string beans are my favorite. And I grab the broccoli out of the beef and I should grab some beef and broccoli or chicken because that doesn't have any coating on it. Yeah, it has sauce and it's probably no. I mean, I think it's a mixture of breast and thigh, but I just have a little bit of that. I don't usually have the dessert. Sometimes I might have a spoonful of the ice cream, but I know I've had enough for the day, and I usually count it as 15 points. I don't know, I don't have any rice. I don't have any noodles. I don't have anything starchy. So I try to avoid all that, and I just eat the protein. The chicken, I'll have some of the beef, like I said. The shrimp, and sometimes I'll have those little mussels. I'll have those mussels there. I'll have some of those. And I try, and I go back for the shrimp a few times. Like I said, it takes me a while to clean them. It takes time. But I've indulged because you're out with your family, and that's what my son loves, and it makes him happy. So we go. And of course, I have a few million iced teas. Other than that, there, I doesn't focus. I try to avoid anything fried and with sauces. I mean, because that's where a lot of the points are going to be hidden. So I try to avoid those. I'm not afraid to eat out. I'm just not. I mean, because it's how my life's going to be. And I have to learn to live in the world. I can't sit there, oh my God, I can't go out because there's nothing for me to eat. I'll find something. And if it's something that happens to be a little bit higher in points, you know what? I think I'll live because I've been good the rest of the day. So I kind of don't get crazy about it. But don't be afraid to eat on this journey, because you're going to have to eat the rest of your life. Find a way to do it. Love what you do. And if you like my video, give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. Leave me a comment. Shout out to my 5th graders because they love me. And I will see you all tomorrow.